Today I want to show you a very special drone. This is the Hover X1 Pro Max. It's a fully automated drone that, well, tracks you, follows you, and does everything on its own. So that's what we'll be talking about today. So this is the Hover Pro Max, and it's packed up in a really nice package with a shiny glossy cover. And there it is. I got the bag, which is also a cool thing, like a carrying pouch, an extra battery charger with an extra smart battery. We have the charger. So here we have like the remote controller. This is actually the beacon that can be used to follow you around, and then you have two remote controller parts and everything, and of course the joysticks, and everything comes in this really nice separate bag. Okay, so this thing gets attached like this with two latches, and then on the other side you also have one. There is a magnetic attachment as well, and then you extend these handles down and you have yourself a nice joystick. And you have two different joysticks or joystick types to pick from. Okay, we push this in and now we have joysticks. Let's take this guy out. I think this slides out. This is inside, and then we have to open it like this. Oh, pretty. It's really nice. I like the packaging actually. So this is the HoverAir X1 Pro Max, and if I know correctly, it folds down like this. Oh, really nice. Okay, so let's take it out for a spin. Okay, so now let's try it with the beacon and the remote controller. So I'm gonna turn this thing on. Oh, and it vibrates. So I'm gonna turn the drone on. There we go. And hopefully it will connect automatically.
Manual control.
Ha! Manual control. This is so cool. There we go. Oh, this is so cool. This is like, it's not that loud. I mean, you could easily have this like with you. So I'm gonna fly around and just see how this works. So start recording. You know, and the cool thing is I can actually see what I'm recording on the display, which is nice. Later we'll try it with the smartphone. So let's bring it back. There we go. So cool. Okay, now let's try connecting the smartphone to the remote, and well, this way I'm gonna get a bigger screen. I have pretty much the same controls as with this, but a much bigger screen, and yes, you do need the app, so the Hover app for this to work. I mean, it fits in quite nice, and you get, you know, like a remote controller with a screen. So I'm going to use the USB-C to USB-C connector. So I'm just going to connect this to my smartphone. Well, the app starts automatically, which is a really cool thing. Now I can see what the drone sees on my smartphone, and it's a much bigger screen. So powering up, lifting off. Home point updated. Okay, so let's do like a loop around the church. Like, I have no idea how far this is going to go in terms of connection. I think it's more like a localized drone connection, but it's actually holding really well. I mean, I'm actually quite surprised at how well this is holding. I don't have any side obstacle avoidance, which means that I'll have to be careful. Now I'm recording this in 8K with 25 frames per second. Curious to see how well the dynamic range holds. And there we go. This is the beauty shot. Too bad we have clouds in the back, because the mountains would be really amazing. No, but this is meant to fly off from your hand and just track you and do an orbit around you. So if you're somewhere in the mountains, this is really cool because you can take it out, do an orbit around you, get like an establishing shot, land it in your palm, back it up, and go to the next spot. The drone folds up into this tiny pocketable form, which is actually, I mean, this could actually fit into your pocket. So really cool design. The propellers are safeguarded with a cage, which means that you will never bump your fingers or anything else into the propellers. And it has an 8K camera in front. I have to say that the video quality coming from this is surprisingly good, considering how small the camera actually is. It has a wide field of view, view, which means that it gives you that more of a dynamic action shot. And if you use it for tracking yourself, then you get some really unique footage because it looks like somebody is actually following you with a camera. Well, come to think of it, there is something following you with a camera. You can use this remote controller as like a motion controller. You can only have, the bottom remote controller, and now you have a joystick which allows you to position your drone up and down and then left and right. And there's also a small joystick kind of button over here on the beacon which does the same thing, moves the drone forward, backward, left and right, and you can position the drone before you actually start. So I can now move the drone up and down, and I can position it left and right, and it's always going to stay on me, which is really cool. And it is tracking me pretty much. You can see that there's like a tracking box on me. This auto landing is just so cool. You just place the hand underneath it and it just lands on you. So let's go into an even more interesting location. The battery life is about 10 to 15 minutes. I think it's safe to say it's around 12 minutes, depending on how you fly and how windy the situation is. And you can even get a charger and an extra battery for charging both batteries, and it doesn't take that long to charge the batteries. Actually, it's this much. Yeah, but having a charging hub and a 65 watts charger means that you can really charge things up quickly. Now, the build quality of the Hover X1 is pretty much as good as it can get. It weighs way less than 250 grams, but it's built, solidly enough. It has downward sensors, it has a rear sensor if the drone is flying backwards, it has like a proximity as well as an optical sensor right here in the back. And for the front, of course, it uses the camera as the sensor. And that's it. That's my review of the Hover X1 Pro Max. Do I recommend it? Well, definitely yes, if you want to simplify your drone flying and just get those establishing shots. I think it doesn't get easier than with this, so I do recommend it. Links are down below as always if you want to try this out. You're also helping the channel this way, so thanks for watching. If you're new, consider subscribing, hit the like button for the algorithm, that really helps. And if you want to stay on the channel, well, then watch one of these two videos. Thank you, and I'll see you in one of these two. Bye bye.